filthy. Just gonna see if it's working. See if it's working. Audio test. See if it's working. Audio test. Okay, it's working. Now I'm gonna mute for a second. Alright, I think we can start with the stream. It's jitter jatter. I'm not gonna lie, I have like art block or something, so I've been working on this sketch for a couple hours now. It's not turning out great. Also, I'm not using a mic. I'm using my computer's microphone. So, sound quality might not be the best, but it's what I'm gonna do because I am not putting on that big ass headset right now. Ain't happening. Not in the mood. Alrighty. I've got the reference pulled up on my other monitor screen. It's a dragon character. It's going to be super cool. And when it's pulled up, I can't see chat. So, let me try and see if I can fix that. Oh, okay, okay. That sounds pretty sick. Hello there. Welcome. Yeah, I'm gonna try and see if I can pop out my chat. Okay, my chat. Yeah. Cats are very cute. I also love cats. Okay, we're gonna have my chat popped out, I think. I'm gonna try and pop it out. I'm gonna put it to the side. Oh, this is gonna work beautifully. Okay, I've got my chat to the side. I've got my reference here. Okay, everything's looking good. Check on stream health. It looks good. Everything's streaming properly. Alright. Back to the art. Character has like horns that kinda like this. Kind of have a long neck too. Long neck. Let's see. A little bit. It's a long neck. Thank you. Yes, you get to see the art process. It's not going great. My eraser's too small. There we go. Alright. It's a real struggle right now. I'm trying to remember how to draw a dragon. Just gonna draw it like I draw lizards, but with like wings. Oh, that's kind of cute. Okay. I'm vibing now. I'm vibing. It's a real trust the process. Let's just say... All right. And I think rough sketch is done. I think we can move on to details. I might even skip a third pass if this goes well. Save the reference so I can pop it in here and flip it. That's for a commission. There we go. All right. There we go. It's looking cute-ish. Kinda. Now my eraser's too big. Well, that's not good. Stop dying. What is happening with the horns? Did anyone else attack this character? Yes. Other people have. We're going to look at other people's attacks of the character to see how they interpreted the horns. Okay. All right. Oof. Okay, I think I understand how the horns work. Just a little confusing reference just because of the contrast of the colors not being the most easy to read, but I will make it work. What is happening over there? Gonna need a paramedic for my chat. Now it's coming together. I feel like this beak is a little too far out though. Or maybe the under part isn't far out enough? That's probably what it is. Oh yeah, that's so much better. My art plans after Artfight. I've got 2 OC redesign videos that are like in the works. Like they're pretty close to being done. I just have to do a couple more things and then record, edit, all that stuff. And also I have an OC like world building lore video that's also in the works. It has a lot of like art assets I have to make though. And I also have a map part I need to finish. Thank you. But after I'm done with the map part and either one of the OC redesign videos or the OC world building video, I'm going to try and work on clan gen stuff. It has been a hot minute since I did clan gen stuff. I lost my notes, so I have to look for them, which is going to take a couple days of digging to find. Interesting. And then in October, I'm going to do another Drawtober. So there'll probably be a video series for that this year too. I know, I saw that you drew my character Blanca and it was so cute. It was a really good job that you did there. I have bookmarked one of your characters. If you do Artfight next year and we're on opposite teams, I believe I bookmarked them for next year. Where I am going to. But I don't do friendly fire. So you're on the list for another year. But I really liked the Blanca drawing. It was so stinking cute. I can pull it up really quick so everyone can see how cute it was. Blanca. She's on page 2. Yeah, it was so cute. I will copy that and I will put it on a new canvas so the people can see how cute this is. This is so cute. This is adorable. Let me also get this real quickly. If anyone who is doing Artfight and would like someone to attack, I just don't do friendly fire. I've never done friendly fire. It's super cute. If anyone wants to attack this person, I put their user right there. Hold on. It honestly, it looks kind of sick how I don't have any friendly fire on my account at all. Like, out of the 273 attacks I've done over the 4 years I've been doing Artfight, 0 friendly fire. That doesn't mean I don't attack people on my team. I just usually I save it for like mass attacks because it only counts as friendly fire if I'm attacking somebody on my team. But I can attack characters that are on my team if they're in a mass attack and it's against someone on the opposite team. That's how I get around it. So maybe next year I'll do some more mass attacks where I have people submit their characters. And I'll try and do it that way. this character's name is Stardra, and it's a revenge for Neptune's universe. They're on Team Crystal. They attacked me earlier today, so I'm trying to keep up on my revenges a little bit. What do you mean, like, sadly doubt what? I'm confused. Context, please. There's like a slight stream delay, sorry, words. Slight stream delay, so I don't actually know what you're talking about. A stutter. Super annoying. This is looking so cute now. The sketch was really making me mad, but now that it's no longer just a rough sketch, it's starting to come along and I'm actually really happy with it. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I thought I wasn't going to be able to keep up because I got absolutely swamped at the beginning. But thankfully I've been able to. I've just yesterday I got caught up on almost all the people that I needed to attack. Revenge, I mean. Like at least once. There's only 3 right now, I think, that I haven't revenged at least once against. Yeah, this one other, and then there was another one that's going to take a lot longer because I'm doing an animated revenge against them because they did an animated attack against me. And I just wouldn't feel right just doing just a plain drawing, so if I run out of time, then they're just going to get the plain drawing. But if I have time, I'm going to animate it. They did it so close to the end. It's frustrating me. How am I supposed to keep up? Jerks with their really good art. Yeah, Artfight is really fun. I like to draw other people's characters. I'm a little frustrated I haven't been able to draw as many characters that weren't from Revenges this year, just because I've been trying so hard to keep up with Revenges. Although this last week I've been focusing on attacks that aren't Revenges, and it's been going really great. Just because Revenges feel a little bit more forced, because I feel like I have to pick a character, even if I don't really jive with the characters, you know what I mean? Like, if the character isn't something I really want to draw. Let's see. This character's kind of got like a full body type of wing. Like the wing goes down their body, like, I think. It's kind of hard to tell. The pose is not helping. Okay, we're not gonna fill in the inside of the wing with any like lines or anything because it is like a solid black color. Because it's supposed to look like space, which is super cool. I think that's such a cool design feature of this character. I keep having a lag spike and it's making my pen not want to draw the lines straight. It keeps having like a weird jagged thing going on. Frustrating. But I will work through it. We'll persevere. Almost done with the line work. Woo! I'm thinking about an hour, hour and a half maybe. So till right now it's 5:20, so like maybe 6:30. So another 40 to 60 minutes probably. I can't really sit and talk very long periods of time without feeling really sick, so. I unfortunately can't stream any longer than that. And then there's a star on the forehead. All right. Let's see here. I think it's ready to be colored. Just the difference. Yeah, it looks good. Not the best thing in the world, but it's so cute. I'm already liking it. Just to clean it up. Okay, I think that's good. Okay. Here we go. It is so adorable. Oh, really? That's so sweet. they've got little constellations in their wings. It's so cute. Okay, now the star. It's cute. The white claws. Actually, let's do the little blush on the feetsies. Now the white claws. Thank you. We are getting closer to finishing this one. I'm just debating on if I want to do shading or not. Okay, let's see. Do one layer up for some highlights. And we'll pick out my shading colors. This character's name is Stardra, and they belong to Neptune's universe on Artfight. It's a Team Crystal player. I usually pick a color off of the character and then make a gradient like this. Thank you. And then I make a multiply layer and I pick the second to darkest color. And then I'll leave it at 100 while I do this, and then I'll lower it to how I like. Tim! What are you doing here? I haven't seen you in a minute. A long minute. Hi! I haven't seen you in a while. I was saying for the shading, on the multiply layer, which you can't really see very good because this character has a lot of black on them, I'll go in with the second darkest for the whole thing, then I'll go with the darkest for like the deep shadows, and then I'll slowly work up the lighter colors, which it's hard to tell just because the character's got a really contrasty color palette. It has been forever. Well, it's good to see that you're not deceased. That would be pretty sad. Not yet. I needed to talk to you about goo. Because I needed to flesh out Zesquada's story. And I need to know if I need to replace goo or what. Does goo even exist anymore? I don't even know. Goo is their character. Is his design still the same? I still have pictures from Amino days. Right, and then sometimes I'll blur this. We're still on the tutorial for the shading. But I try not to make it too strong, because I do kind of like a cell shaded kind of look. Alright, fantastic. Stop reminding you of your age. I'm like pretty certain I'm older than you. Stop reminding me of my age. And then I'll usually lower it to like 25 or 30. It's like really subtle, but it does add a little bit of depth there. And then I did do some cell shading on the actual characters, so we'll blend that out a little bit to make it a little less harsh. And then I'll go over it again, this time with like yellow. And we'll do like, we'll play around with these a little bit. Not that one. Ooh, soft light is cute. And then we'll erase parts that are supposed to be really dark. Well, don't spend too much time on it. Spend time doing other stuff you want to do. Honestly, for the braids, like especially with Quincy's, I do them really simply here. I will do it on another layer to show you what I do. Okay, pay attention, class. So this is Quincy. You know, this is Quincy. Quincy needs Quincy's braids. There. It's just like a squiggly line, and then I might go in and add the little... See, look at this. This is Quincy. These are Quincy's braids. I think, man, Quincy's hair is a little bit of a troublemaker. They got like a mole or something. Oh, pose that has movement to it. Then like this. So you would draw out the character. You would have like use like lines. So let's say like the character is falling like this way. So you would use lines just for the braids. Like you would just do like the lines, and then you could do over top. I presume you're using a pencil or something you can erase for the sketch layer. And then you can just like erase the middle part. And then you can do the lines to make it look like a braid. Braids don't have to be hard. They can be easy. And like there are different types of braids, like there's fishtail braids, regular braids, fancy braids, regular, like all the braids. And they just mostly, the difference is how they like go into each other. Quincy's are basic braids, so this is fine. They're just basic. Alright, back to what I was doing. I need to add my signature. I got this super cool tool. Bam. Wow, signed it. And then the colors. Liking that. I'm so glad that helped. I'll have to make more tutorials at some point. And then we'll do a 10. That way the character pops out of the background that I provided. It's not the best background. Let's see if I can just do like a yellow overlay to help lighten it up a little bit. Yeah, that looks good. And then I need to remember to name my folders. Watch this. That is not what I wanted to name. Here we go. I'm not the best at thinking, but I try, and that's what's important. Well, I'm already done. I don't want to change it anymore. It's not supposed to be perfect, but, you know, we'll do it. We'll do it because you said something, and I haven't saved the picture yet. We'll do that. I just worry that the dark of the purple is too dark. I feel like it's a similar effect. I don't know. Because the character already has such a clashing colors, like the really, really dark black with the like bright fluorescent purple. The yellow is just like, I think it's a little too much. I think I'm going to go with this one. Signatures there, export. Neptune's Universe Revenge. Then the date. We need to save this also. And then we need to make the icon. We want import, not export. There we go. Let me check on the stream health. I haven't checked on it in a minute. So attacks and revenges are technically the same thing. They're both attacks, but a revenge is when you attack someone who just, like, they attacked you first, and it's worth slightly more points. But they're both attacks. One is just, like, revenge. It's in the name. Now I'm submitting the attack. Find revenge. Oh, I forgot to save the thumbnail. There it is. No cropping tool, fully shaded, clean color, clean sketch, no background, polish. No. I only did one sketch layer. And that's attack submitted. So I can remove them off the list of people I need to revenge. Alright, let's do... Let's do another revenge. I think I bookmarked a character earlier. I did not bookmark them, but I will have to find them. Let's locate the character real quickly. I promise. Alright, they have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters to choose from. So not a very large selection. Marina's kind of cute. The reference picture is a little... I'm gonna have to copy the thumbnail image. Open a new tab. Copy image. Let's open this back up. Green. Okay. This character's name is Marina, and they belong to River of Roses. Okay. There's the thumbnail. And this is the reference. So I think you can see why I needed the thumbnail for the head. It's so cute though. I actually love that little face. That is adorable. Look at that. It is so cute. I can't. That is so stinking cute. My goodness. Alright. Let's see. What am I gonna do? So they did a... Boy. They did an attack on Bonnie today. And it is so cute. It's I'd say a half body of Bonnie, and it's fully shaded. So I think I have to do a half body at least fully shaded. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna look for inspiration on Pinterest for a second. So you guys won't, there'll be nothing going on screen while I do that. But feel free to ask me questions and whatnot. That one's cute. There's not a description on the character, so I don't really have much to go on personality-wise, but they seem like a cool person. So, some kind of cool pose. Oh, this is cute. Alright, I think I've got some poses figured out. Alright. So, gotta draw the skeleton. Pineapple on pizza? Depends on the pizza. I know that it's just decisive to say I do in fact like pineapple on certain pizzas. Honestly, I feel like you set me up with this question and I'm gonna get canceled. It's an evil question you're asking me. Again, I feel like you're asking me questions. Yes, she does, I believe. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure I gave her vitiligo. But it could also just be the hair streak. I have to check her face. You know, actually, she did. At one point, she did. I don't think she has it in her current design. I think she just has a pigment issue. So she's lacking pigment in some spots, but it's not because of an autoimmune disease, like vitiligo. No, she does not. She is, though, missing pigment in certain spots. Yeah, it's fine to double check. Yeah, like her eye still has pigment, but it's lacking. Like, it would be a darker color if it was fully pigmented. And then she also has the white in her hair, but it's not vitiligo. I do have characters with vitiligo, but she is not one of them, surprisingly. Do any of the characters have them up on my Artfight, though? I don't think so. No, wait, yes. Yes, one of them does. Lauderdale. Lauderdale does. I think she's the only one up on my Artfight. Wait, no, that's a lie too. Forthsia has it. Little goober. You can't see, but I'm looking at little goobers. Okay. Okay, we're moving on back to the Artfight attack. I found this pose, and because it's Artfight, I'm not really allowed to check to see if the proportions are correct with a reference image. I'm not allowed to trace over it. But what I can do is do this, make it the same size, about, line it up. I can do this to check to see if my proportions are right. We're gonna shrink it. I can do this. Make sure the hands are lined up. The neck is the right size. Asking me the same question. Hold on, I'm getting asked a question on my phone. Pineapple on pizza. Yes, but only certain ones. You gotta quit asking me these questions. I'm gonna ban the words pineapple on pizza. I'm having pineapple pizza for dinner, actually. Hawaiian. It's one of my favorites. Alright. See, this is the hack, okay? You put your 3D model to the side, and you test via that way, since you can't actually trace over. I know that a lot of people were mad about the whole you can't use 3D models thing, which is every year. It's every year you can't, but I know a lot of people get mad by that rule. You can still use them, you just can't trace over them. Okay. Move that out of my way. We flip the canvas. Her neck might be a little too short. Fantastic. And then she's got one of them, like, friendship necklaces. They're like half a heart. I do traditional art on the regular, but also I do mostly digital art just because it's more accessible in the sense that I don't have to worry about having the right colors. But I do traditional a lot. I just don't really post it online just because I forget to. But I like traditional art. It's cute. Nothing can beat a nice sketch on paper. Technically, if you have a phone, you can draw digitally. Pencils are not terrible. Pencils are fantastic. They're a nice snack. They taste amazing. Don't actually eat pencils, I'm joking. You just never found the right pencil. I'm telling you, there are really good pencils out there. Oh, they've got a little mole. That's so cute. It is 6 o'clock for me. Disintegrated. I have my favorite pencils and my least favorite pencils. Jitter, I want you to look. I want you to look. Alright, thank you for stopping by. I'm glad that you still exist. Jitter, I want you to look. Okay? I want you to look right now. Wait, you can't see. Hold on. Hold on, let me show you. I have to hide Pinkybug for a minute. Get the heck out of here, Pinkybug. I want you to look at my stream right now. I want you to look and see what's going on here. Do you see it? My screen is flipped. Okay? I do the sketch flipped. Yeah. You don't know nothing. I do most of my drawing process with the canvas flipped. Sometimes I forget to flip it back. It is flipped. I will fix this once I get past this part. I am aware it is wonky. I have a good eye for wonkiness. For you see, I am wonky. Everything about me is wonky. The way I breathe, wonky. The way I eat, wonky. The way I hold a pencil, wonky. Alright, Pinkybug can come back. You're ungrounded, Pinkybug. In the way of my canvas flipping. Evil! About to replace Pinkybug with Kermit. New channel mascot, everybody. Hold on, let me pull up Kermit. Pull up Kermit. Kermit, where are you? It's gonna be in reference sheets. Where are they? There they are. Here we go. New channel mascot, everybody. What a guy. Kermit. Gonna replace Pinkybug with Kermit. I'm half joking. Eyebrows. That's what's missing. Eyebrows. Okay. Well, that's not good. You need to make sure you charge that thing. Alright, I'm taking a minute to be distracted and to rest my arm because it's hurting. And then I'll get back to drawing in a minute. Alright, ask me less divisive questions. More art orientated or OC orientated. Yes, I flip my canvas. I flip it a lot. You can't actually see me flipping it in my time lapses though. because of how clipstudio does it. Hold on, let me just flip it a couple times for you real quickly. There you go. Canvas flipped. Quincy's lore is, okay, so basically, Quincy is trauma, in the shape of a person. Yeah, that seems right. Hold on, let me pull up Quince. I'll pull up Quincy just to fact check myself here. Yeah, okay, Quincy is the perfect weapon, and they have an extreme heal factor, and are basically immortal. And I think if you use your imagination and then take into context, this is my Batman DC OC, I feel like it's pretty easy to see how easily that could be turned into trauma in the human shape. Also, Quincy is an assassin, so there's that. Lore dropping. Alright, I'm done being distracted for a second. Yeah, that looks good. Good enough. Now we'll do the clean lines. Clean lines don't want to be clean lines. Bruh. Come on. Bruh. Do you see this? What is this? It does this on its own. It's making me so mad. Why does it do this? Don't have this problem with pencils. They never do this to me. They never try to be a straight line when I need them to be a curved line. That's super cool. I haven't gotten to see the new Superman movie yet. So, no spoilers, please. Man, how could you do this to me? You ruined the whole movie for me, Jitter Jatter. You ruined the whole movie for me. Some people. How inconsiderate. Let me make sure that this channel is right. Hold on. Everybody. Okay, everyone can send messages in there. Okay. I can't see chat right this second, so you're gonna need to give me a second. Okay. I can see chat again. Huh. Would you say that's two different eye colors? I think so. Has this character gotten any attacks yet? They have. We gotta checks. No one else is reading it as two different eye colors, and the person has not said anything to any of them about it. So I'm gonna assume it's two different. Also, notification. Yes, please. Oh, it's a comment. They like the dragon drawing. Everything is right in the world. Alright, I'm gonna read it as the same color. Yeah, they could just be too shy to say anything about it. Or maybe it's just not something that's that important to the character. Like, I've had characters get drawn with the wrong colored eyes before. To me personally, it's only a big deal if it's like really important to the character. So, I don't know. Surely they would have put it in the character description if it was that important. Although they have nothing going on. Profile-wise for the character. That's a Labubu. Oh, someone drew their OC as a Labubu. That's so silly. Alright, let's see if I can finish this in 15 minutes. My tablet's making a funny sound. Also, one of the grippers is missing. When did that happen? And when I say a funny sound, I don't mean like it's physically making sound. I mean like when I touch it, there's something like loose. To fix that later. kidding me, people? Okay, hair is done. Almost. Right? Hair's done. I don't really know who Flatline is. Yeah, I guess I can see a resemblance. But how do I know that they didn't steal my OC? I'm just kidding. Flatline has more of a skull thing going on. And a red accent color. But they do both have bones on, like, the legs and stuff. That's kind of funny. What's also funny is I actually have an OC named, well, they were named Flatline. I changed it to Phoebe. Stealing my OCs. DC, get original. Get original. You believe this? This big company is always stealing my characters. How evil. Yeah, Flatline isn't a character in the DC media that I was using as my inspiration. Well, that's cool. I'm glad the design is likable. Man, I can't stand it when I, like, make a character And they have a counterpart in the canon that's so similar, and I didn't know about it beforehand. You know, actually, gonna be so real. Maybe I will sue you because I have a character named Pinky. Not Pinkybug, Pinky. And they are a tiny pink creature. I might sue you. You're so evil. You're stealing my characters. I'm joking. I won't sue you. Well, mine is a little creature because it's a baby. It will get large. It has potential. It's a dragon, so it will get large. She is besties with Little Greenie. Little Greenie. Who would win, Pinky or Pinky? I feel like yours would win just on the pure fact that mine is a baby. I don't see babies winning very many fights, you know? They're kind of like weak. Why you gotta be so weak, babies? They're out here losing to every battle. Yeah, maybe they should just grow up already. They've been a baby for too long. Got a comic to not work on? That is such a mood, though. I also have a comic to not work on. I'm gonna work on it after Artfight's over. Every time I feel like working on it, I'm like, wait, Artfight, can't. I have a reason not to. I think my family is home. My little family. Hold on, give me a minute. Alright, I'm gonna have to wrap up stream because, one, it's like 6:30 now, and also my family just got back. And I don't know if you know this, but toddlers are not very good at being quiet. So yes, bye. Thank you everyone for coming. It means a lot to me. I will try and stream next week on Friday, but we'll have to play it by ear and see what happens.